Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Major League Hustle back with another video. Today we're going to talk about something very important that was asked to me on Instagram, and that's how do we stay motivated. So let's go, let's do it. I was asked a question yesterday on Instagram, and it was very important to me because I felt this. I know many of you have felt this out there, and it was a question from Instagram, and it's how do you stay motivated when you're not getting any sales? And that's tough. That's scary, right? Because you got in this for one reason, and that was to sell your merch, to sell your brand, to sell your product. And if it's not moving, what do you do? How do you keep that motivation? For myself, how do I keep it? That's the only option, is to keep the motivation. There's only one other option, and that's quit. And I've put too much money, too much time in learning, too much has been dedicated to this for me to just say, you know what, I'm not motivated, I'm gonna quit. I can't do it. I can't justify that. There's too much put into this already that there is no other option but to stay motivated. How do you change that? How do you shake that feeling? Well, you got to do really just a look in the mirror and say, well, what are we doing? Are we putting all the work that we can into this? Am I pounding my social media day after day? Am I networking? Am I doing everything that I can to get my brand out there? I told you guys before, I haven't been in this game long making t-shirts. It's been a few years. Before that, I was making beats and selling my beats online. I have a whole nother channel, a whole other social media, a whole other brand dedicated to just that. And that was very successful. If any of you that know me from Instagram or know my story from the ebook, you'll know that I totally switched that around and I joined the t-shirt game, and that was it. I'm not gonna be one of these guys that gets on here and lies and says, yeah, as soon as I got in it, it was popping. I was selling more shirts than I can handle. No, when I first got into this game, I lost money. I lost a lot of money at first because I had no idea what I was doing. I was hardly selling any shirts. The only time I was selling shirts was if I put it on my Facebook and family bought it from me. But they're only gonna buy so much, right? They're only gonna do so much, share so much. You can't depend on that. That's not their business. This is your business. So I made the change. I got out there. I was on social media. I was pounding it, and I was just grinding to get my brand out there because I knew that there was only one other option, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to quit. Quitting isn't an option. I need to go out there and do what I need to do to get my brands out there. After a year, I finally did it. I finally broke the algorithm of life and figured out how I needed to do this, and it was just working. It was just putting in the work. I needed to dedicate more time, more effort, and it finally paid off. So there is no get rich quick scheme to this. This isn't, you know, you're gonna make thousands and millions overnight. No, you're not gonna make nothing overnight. It's gonna take real work, real time. And without that, you can expect to just be sitting in the shadows if you're not doing it. That's how I stay motivated. There's too much put into this for me to just stop. I got my family. There's too many people depending on me. I have to work. There's no other option but to quit, and I'm not doing that. And some of you say, you know, well, you know, Major, that's a very cliche answer. You know, obviously, there is no other option but to quit. But how do you keep the motivation? What drives you? I drive me. I drive myself. You have to find something in you that drives you. You have to find a reason why you got into this in the first place and remind yourself of that every single day. Every single post that you're engaging with online, every single person that you're interacting with, you need to have it in your head. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing it. Push, push, push. Because you got to drive yourself. This isn't a corporate job where you got a manager or supervisor over your back sending you motivational emails or ass kickings over emails to get your butt into gear. You wanted to be an entrepreneur. You wanted to be your own boss. Well, you have to motivate yourself. You have to push yourself. You got to figure out what it is that's going to get you off your butt and get out there and make these sales, make these interactions, make these opportunities happen for you. Only you can do that. Nobody's gonna magically send you a DM and give you that magic wish granted. You know what I mean? So you got to find it in you. And some of you may feel like maybe I'm being a little too harsh, or I'm being a little too blunt, but you got to hear it like that, because that's just how it is. And I know you can do it. I did it. Many others out there do it. I know you can do it. You just got to find what's in you to push yourself. And you got it. Everybody has it. They just got to find it. You just got to spark that thing. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. Like right now, I'm on this YouTube channel and I have no subscribers. I think I got 2. My videos hardly have any views, and I'm okay with that, because I know what's coming. You got to be patient. You got to know what's coming to you. I know what's coming. This channel is going to pick up. I'm going to get subscribers. I'm going to get views. I'm in it for the marathon. This isn't a sprint. This isn't going to happen overnight. I'm realistic in knowing that this channel's not going viral. I'm not, jumping off of buildings and scuba diving with sharks or nothing crazy, I'm on here giving a learning lesson on Photoshop, t-shirt business, things like this, motivation. So I know what the capabilities of this channel are, but I also know I'm realistic in knowing that I need to be patient. I need to put the work in. I'm gonna keep making these videos for the few that are watching, and eventually this will go and more people will see. But I like doing this. This is fun to me. This is a good part of the business that I like, is teaching others and helping others do what I've already done. Like I said, I haven't been in this long, but I've already done a lot of I've made great strides with the time that I've been putting in this game. And I've learned a lot. I've picked a lot of brains. I'm very curious. I ask a lot of questions, and I'm just up 24/7 or close to it as much as possible, doing what I can within reason to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that this succeeds. And the same thing I did with the t-shirts, same thing I did when I made beats back in the day. So you got to know that this is a marathon, that you're going to be in this for a while. That this isn't not every part of a marathon is pretty. Not every part of a marathon is exciting, right? There are those moments. Sometimes you're gonna plateau, sometimes you're gonna peak, sometimes you're gonna fall. You gotta get the motivation to pick yourself up and get through to the end. And when you get to the end, you need to figure out, what's my next marathon? What else am I gonna do? What's my next venture? Or what's the next step to this? You know what I mean? Like I said, I know this channel, for example, like I said earlier, has no views, but that's gonna change. You got to know that that's gonna change with your sales. Your sales are gonna change, but you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to grind on your social media. You're gonna have to create great looking posts and photos and mock-ups and websites, and the work is just endless. It's endless work. Being an entrepreneur you don't clock out at 5 o'clock and eat dinner and enjoy the rest of your day. Nah, you scarf down your meal and you hang out with your family, and you do work while you're with your family, and you do work while you're sleeping, pretty much. You gotta be willing to put in that work every free moment of your day. You gotta be willing to interact with people every moment of the day. Create opportunities for yourself every moment of the day, and you gotta be finding new ways to do that every day. It's a continuous hustle. It's non-stop. It's a grind. But that's why you got into this, and you can do it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta keep doing it. Know that you're gonna get dragged in the mud for a little bit, but you'll get out of it, and you'll get out there and you'll do what it is that you gotta do. So that's what kind of got way off there, but you see where I'm going with this is the motivation's always there. You just gotta find it. You just gotta keep reminding yourself of why you're doing this. That's your motivation. Your motivation's there. You just got to keep banging it into your head every day if you have to. Whatever it takes, you got to remind yourself, hey, I got this. I got this. I can do this. I will do this. Let's go. So many others have done this. I can do this too. And you can, and you will. You just got to stick with it and stay into that marathon. That's pretty much all I got on. I mean, I could go on for hours trying to keep this video not too long. I've already rambled on long enough, but you get what I'm saying. And if you need a little motivation, hit me up on Instagram, Major League Hustle. Hit me up. I'll motivate you. I'll tell you you can do it, but you got to do it. You got to put the work in. Only you can do this. This is what you signed up for, and you're on the right track. You're doing it. You just got to stick with it. So that's my best advice. Anybody else want to chime in once we start getting viewers or whatnot, or hit the comment section below, drop a comment, let people know your take on it, your story. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at Major League Hustle. I'm answering questions on there. I do lives on there as well, live Q&As, and then or you could drop a question down here if you're watching this, and I'll get to that as well. But yeah, until the meantime, to the next video that I make, y'all be safe, take care, stay motivated. Stay motivated.